Hi everyone, I'm here to teach you how to configure OSPF single area. After that, I will teach you how to configure a default route to face the internet and configure, advertise this default route that I created to face the internet here, advertise it for these remote routers, okay? I will teach you how to make this router because in OSPF network, one router must be designated router, which is the head of the router, where that will be sending routing update to other routers or requesting for route update from other routers. So I'm gonna make it by assigning the highest IP address to this router because in an OSPF network, the highest IP address, the router with the highest IP address becomes the designated router. Okay, so let's start. Firstly, these are my IP network for one links, subnetted 3, and each of the IP network consists just 2 IP addresses. You can see that on this 0 network, the first usable IP address is this one, second one, the last one is the 2. The 4 network, 5, 6. After that, you can see the 8 network, you can see this because it's block size of 4. So these are the LAN IP addresses. Each one consists of 62 valid IP address. And I'm going to also configure it in this OSPF network. And remember that OSPF is a routing protocol for large network infrastructure. Okay, for large network, unlike EIGRP, extended interior gateway routing protocol, which has a maximum of 200 different networks. Okay, it can connect, okay, maximum of 200 networks. Routing information protocol, which is also a routing protocol, can only connect about 15 networks. Okay, so this OSPF is very large, thousands. I think it has no limit. And I'll start now by, okay, this is the router's privilege mode. Sorry, user mode, enable, come to, privilege mode, configure terminal, and config T for short. You click enter to come to global configuration mode where you put router OSPF1. This is a process ID. I can make it 100. It's from 1 to 65,335. Okay, any number from 1, between 1 and 65,335 can be used here. So you hit enter. Now you network 172.168.16.10.0. Then you give gap 0.0.0.3. This is the wildcard mask because this was subnetted 4 and the block size is 4. That can give you the 2 maximum IP addresses. Then you put area O. Area O. Okay, area O. You put another one, network 192.172.16.10.4. You give gap to configure the wildcard max .3 area O. Okay, then network 172.16.10.8 0.0.0.3 area O. So that's it. Let's configure the LANs. You must add the LAN also. You must add the LAN. Okay. Network 192.168.10.0 0.0.0.63 because the block size is 64 area O. Later I did the same thing and come to 10 here for this. Then 64 is the network 0.0.0.63. The same thing here, 128 0.0.0.63. So now we have configured the every area O, a single area. Okay, we have configured the routing. So let's create a default route. Okay, from global configuration mode in this router, you put IP root 0.0.0.0, any source host 0.0.0.0, any destination host SO/O/O, which is this. Face there, you hit enter. So this router, please route any source host, any destination to this internet side. Okay, because source and destination, source can go and destination can even request, for packet in this network. And after that, he hit enter. Then he advertise this default route to this routers by doing this. Okay, router Ospf 100. You hit enter. You do this okay. You do this default IP default information originate. You hit enter. Immediately hit enter. These routers will dictate that, oh, our internet route is this. We have to follow this way. They cannot look for it. Without doing this, they may not send packet to the internet. Okay, so that is it. They will know that their internet is here. By the time we do show IP route here, you see it facing the internet side. SO/O, this will face this will face here. Okay, so let's make this router ahead of the router. This router, they are configuring what is called a logical IP address. And from global configuration mode, you do this. Okay, interface loopback. Oh, you hit enter. This loopback will be up. Okay, IP address 223.255.255.254. This is the highest IP address within here. Okay, the 255.255.255.255. They can assign a 32-bit, IP subnet mask. You hit enter. Exit to come to router's privilege mode where you could copy, run, start to save your configuration. If all these things except this and default route and default information, the routing protocols must be configured here as well. Okay, the routing protocols except this IP route, except this loopback, default route, and advertising default route. Okay, to configure network, you must do that all here where I use these IP addresses. So by the time you do it, the same thing here, you will see these links will establish, a connection by giving you a message that adjacency has been established, which means they can send and receive route update or packet between themselves. If you like this tutorial, do not hesitate to share, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye.